Hi everyone, my name's MadMatt Lugos, welcome back to Death Stranding. So I'm jumping straight back in. We've got 3 deliveries to make to a bunch of preppers who don't usually trust the UCA, but because we have a connection to Fragile Express, they're going to potentially trust us.
Have a pleasant journey.
We met our main villain last time, Higgs. We've entered into a bit of a contract with Fragile. We want that fast travel, so we can fast travel to places connected to the network.
You're passing through mule territory. Move fast and quiet. Because if they see you, if they catch you, to think that they're parents reporters like you who risk life and limb to try and keep our country together. And now their broken children carry on the work without any understanding of what it once meant. It's a ritual to them. The delivery. An insatiable addiction. And they'll be coming for you to get their next fix.
Okay, so I had a look at the route. I'll just show you. So I just kind of swapped out the route a little bit because it seems like the mules are more on the eastern side of the river, and it says the risks. It's only the water to get to the Craftsman, and his is the heaviest cargo. So I don't think we'll run into mules if we go that way. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and cross the river here. I don't know if it'll be too wide there, and then just make my way across here to the Craftsman, and then we'll be dealing with the mules around here, I imagine. And we'll be a bit lighter then, so unless the Craftsman gives us something else to do. So I don't know if there was a watchtower around. I might have to build one. Let me just check the map again. That's a generator. There's a watchtower. There's a watchtower there. I won't quite waste my PCC going that way. I've got black strands going this way, so it's a bit of a risk. Oh, for God's sake, I have to go out the front. See you later, friend. So if we do encounter the mules, we do have that new smoke thing to distract them. There could be mules everywhere though, but if I'm going to go off what the map has said.
Have a pleasant journey.
It's raining already, great. So this is like the proper game now. I have a feeling like a hologram of a cairn will appear wherever you or other players are resting. Resting near a cairn will increase the speed at which Sam recovers. The more players that rest at a given spot, the bigger the cairn will grow. What's a cairn? Is that a cairn? So where was this tower? It's quite a bit further down, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going the route I wanted, if we can. Makes a bit more sense to me. Avoid the mules, get rid of the heavy cargo. Then if we do run into the mules, we're a bit more manoeuvrable. And we can take them out where we need to. And just stay off the beaten path. Whoa. Okay. It's a great start. So yeah, this is it's huge, isn't it, dude? keep an eye out for mules, but I don't think we're going to run into any this way. Right. Yeah, we'll go and cross the river up ahead. God, this is just so desolate, isn't it? Lots of black strands. Yeah, we have got fragile cargo, so... So I guess it's, part of this is going to depend on how deep this river is. So I wonder why they specifically don't trust the UCA. I mean, I feel like Matt Mikkelsen's story is going to allude to some... maybe a bit of a dark past with the UCA and what they do into the BBs and the still mothers. There's definitely a huge moral grey area. This looks pretty deep. Okay, no, it doesn't look too bad. Let's just... can we see all the way? Yeah, we can get across. The fragile cargo didn't say we can't get it wet, so... There's the rainbow. Got black strands over there. We got another river to cross? Yeah, we've got another river just ahead. This one looks a lot deeper. Oh, maybe not. We should be alright. This one's even more shallow. Disconnected from the network here. I don't think we'll run into any mules. I'm wondering if the mules are going to be much more difficult on this side. Here, because it kind of did feel like that whole other area was just like a giant tutorial, right? 50 meters ahead.
There we go.
We used a few cryptobiotes in the boss fight, so stock up on a few of them. Looks like we're going to have to get through some BTs on the way there. We've got some strands straight ahead. Well, I don't know how far, I can't tell how far away that is. The draw distance is kind of a bit odd, like I just can't tell. Not sure how this smoke cargo works. I think we have to set it off and then leave it behind, probably. So I'm just going to posit a little theory here. Maybe Higgs Sup, babes? That Higgs might be a grown-up BB unit. just because of the way he had he was completely insulated and his mask and everything. So it's just a theory. Maybe Higgs is a grown-up BB, and maybe that's why those terrorists hate the UCA so much, is because they sort of hate what the UCA are doing to these babies, these BBs. Maybe that's why he's so deeply connected to the BTs and the beach. Oh man. Oh, I thought it was closer. Yeah, so this is the one of the cities that got nuked, right? Do some music, I think, Sam. I think you can only play music in the private rooms. Damn. Yeah, I think the mules are on that side. Oh, how convenient. I don't know what that noise was. Oh, we've got some hermetic grenades ready. I can see his... Okay, our equipment's going to take a bit of a battering now. Is Sam not running because it's a bit of an incline? I can't tell. There's some more strands coming down. A lot more strands. Maybe we'll avoid the BTs altogether, who knows.
God damn it, man.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if Higgs is in fact a BB. Okay, my ladder is nearly ruined. I think we've avoided the BTs then. So I wonder if the BT boss fights are going to be any different. Alright, we're almost there. Sorry, I just had to stop for a second to mess with my camera. My cargo container repair spray stuff is just broken, so I'll have to get rid of that. place looks pretty extensive for a single prepper, right? Unless there's more than one of them. Like it's like a small group. Or unless it's a mule camp. Yeah, that guy's pretty high up there. I'm gonna have to plot out how to properly get up there. Mod Sam, speed up. The rocks are over. We can go. We can go.
Fuck this.
Okay, we made it.
Beginning RAM. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
So they all kind of use the same AI and stuff, don't they? But I suppose that's probably a leftover from the original delivery network, maybe? The fully automated one. Don't do that. Imagine if I just fell right in the doorway. This guy's not going to be pleased to see us.
Delivering cargo.
You're not with Fragile Express, are you? Oh, I get it. Bridget is using their IDs to complete the delivery. Well, good work, son. I'll take that off your hands. Package looks... brand new. Wow. Been a while since I've seen cargo in such good shape.
Not bad.
Thank you kindly. I know it couldn't have been easy.
Port grade 71.
What's your angle anyway? Everyone knows Fragile was behind the attack that wiped out Middlemont City. Only a damn fool would trust that terrorist to deliver shit now. But here you are, filling in. Keeping her business alive for her, am I right? I swear. Can't trust anyone these days. Don't try sweet-talking me onto your little network. You know why there's been so many terrorist attacks recently? Because you all pissed them off with your talk of reuniting the country. Join the ECA. I may as well paint a bullseye on my shelter. Just keep my deliveries coming. We'll get along just fine. I don't need any trouble. Though I will say, I appreciate these hematic grenades of yours. Quality work, gotta admit. Not the sort of equipment the UCA ought to keep to itself. There's a lot of freelance porters operating in these parts, after all. If I could churn these out by the boatload and gear up those folks. Now you're good people. I can see that. And you brought my order like I asked.
I did.
But it'll take more than that for me to agree to what you're asking.
Damn.
Chiral Network is a big step. But if you could prove to me Bridges is an organization I can trust... Well, how about this? Do another run for me. I'll put the details on the terminal there.
Oh.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Yeah, let's just read this mail. all about preppers. We made rounds of the local preppers when I first arrived here with Bridges 1. There should be some interviews floating around that the records team transcribed. Take a look if you get the chance. We were mainly sounding out the situation on the ground and trying to convince them to join the UCA, of course. But we already suspected they weren't the type to follow the herd. Why else would they be out here? Still, we found the odd community-minded soul among them. Not all were holed up in shelters by choice. Some were running from something, others had just been born into their life. Getting the few we did to throw their lot in with the UCA was a pain in the arse, though. Didn't help that the chiral network wasn't up and running back then either. All we could do was put the parts back in place and promise they were going to work someday. And now they finally do, thanks to you. Could be the skeptics might finally come around now that we can show as well as tell. Keep up the good work, you hear? Get us all back on the grid. I will. Okay, let's just have a look. Where does he want to take it? Craftsman to Craftsman. Oh, he wants me to recover something. That's in the crater, isn't it? Yeah, that's BT's for sure. I just want to have a look at the map quickly. He wants me to go into the crater here, doesn't he? Oh, that's the smaller crater. Okay. It'd save me a lot of backtracking, wouldn't it, if I just did this now? I could probably put the other orders in a private locker here. Alright, let's do it.
Not far from Middle Knot City, you'll find the ruins of an old shopping mall. They predate the Death Stranding. The Craftsman used to live there. Until terrorists organized a void out or two and BTs started showing up. Needless to say, the Craftsman had to move house in a hurry. Grabbed what little he could and left most everything else behind. Which is where you come in. He wants you to go and get his old toolkit and bring it back to the shelter. His old home's locked up tight, but he'll open it remotely for you when you set out. Place is crawling with BTs, though. No one in their right mind would even try to pull this off. But if you can, then the old man might finally realize Bridges is only trying to help.
Guess we gotta do it then. Less than 25% damage, cargo collection from a BT area. Okay. It's just a toolbox, it's pretty light. He's going to give us some hermetic grenades.
The toolkit you're looking for ought to be in my old shelter. It's been tagged, so shouldn't have any trouble finding the place. I'll unlock it remotely once you get there. Oh, and take some of those hermetic grenades you brought with you. Nothing you'll want more when those BTs put your back against the wall, right? Here's hoping it won't come to that.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put these, I'll put these in my private locker. Okay, so, oh, a bunch of people have been building stuff, so I've left the other deliveries in the private locker here. So now we can head in this way a bit lighter, get his toolbox, come back, and then we'll head across to the other deliveries. So the place is going to be crawling with BTs. Okay, so we're going to need to have some grenades handy here. So I wonder what this is going to be like, an old shopping mall. Are we going to get to go in interiors, or is it just all going to be destroyed? How infested is this area going to be? I have no idea. BT's at full happiness, full health, whatever you want to say. Oh man, look at this. So yeah, we can use the ceramics to repair roads, which I imagine will make it a lot easier to get around by vehicle. I imagine other people might do bits and bobs of that as well, which would be interesting. Our sensor's going to go off any minute, any second now. Okay. Okay, so this particular BT seems to be on the other side of that wall. Okay, let's have a grenade ready. Oh, this is dark. I realise I don't have to kill all of them, but I might as well. Oh, he's not dead. these things are aggravated. That got him. What are these orange prints? Huh. Man, look at all this cargo. Where is this next one? Oh, him right there. Don't know if I should take any more cargo. Oh well. Oh, there's one at the top of the stairs. Okay, I think we maybe need to go up the stairs here. I think I missed. Stay still, BT.
Aren't you a looker?
I don't know how I'm gonna get down. Okay, we've got like one more. take out here. Can't see any more in this open area. Okay, I've got 8 more pneumatic grenades. Should probably try and be a bit more frugal now. We've at least cleared that path to get back.
You're a dog. Fuck me.
Oh god, he's coming for me. Stay away. There's one like right outside the door, the edge of the container. That's so frustrating. Was it just attracted to us for a second? Okay, we've got the toolbox. Let's just reorganize our cargo.
Someone's got cold feet.
Okay, so logically we should go back the way we came because we killed all those BTs that way. Hopefully they stay that way. Hopefully none like respawn or anything. I haven't experienced that yet. If that does happen. We should be able to get back pretty quick now. Alright, chill out, Sam. We're nearly back, scot-free. I think we're good, man. These extra deliveries we've picked up, we'll leave them in private storage at the, what was his name? Was it the engineer? I can't remember. Should be able to get out now. I don't know what these handprints are. Are just these yellow ones particularly? Do all BTs leave these? I don't think I've noticed them before. Okay, I think we're out. We're all good. It's just ceramics. Nothing we're interested in. Good job, Beebs. That more ceramics? Alright. So, I'm in a bit of a problem here because my ladder and my everything was destroyed. And that's all stuff I'm likely going to need to get up to this mountainous region. A bit of a sticky situation. But maybe if this guy connects to the network, I'll be able to fabricate things, right? Unless he doesn't have a... Does he need a chiral printer for that? I'm not sure.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
Hopefully this will get him to join. Hopefully I don't have to do like a whole collection
All weapons
of
until departure. Cargo verified.
fetch quests for him. Hello, friend. Craftsman, not engineer.
Delivering cargo.
What? You kidding me?
No.
You actually went into that hellhole. You don't know what this means to me. Whole lot of memories in these old tools. The kind of stuff you can't replace with a chiral printer. I was giving you an impossible mission. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. Wait till you see the weapons I make with these. Sand bridges. You are incredible. Thank you.
Gonna connect to the network now, buddy?
Now, to be fair, Fragile and her crew never did me wrong. Could say I owe them even.
Indeed.
Running with Higgs now. And that makes them as bad as him, don't it?
They're not with Higgs.
It's as if all the motherfucking terrorists are coming together like one big happy family. Might be time for us to do the same. Maybe there's hope for us after all. At least if there's more folks like you in the UCA. Safety in numbers, huh? And the new America to boot. Connect me to the chiral network.
Alright. Craftsman has joined the UCA. Craftsman has provided design data for the following: a bowler gun. Terrorists posing as fragile express couriers. This area is now connected to the Chiral network. Yep.
Right. Now that you're looking out for me, it's only fair that I look out for you. So, as long as you keep me connected, I'll keep on supplying you with my best tools. And together we all might live a little longer. Oh, by the way, check out this beauty I made. It's called a Bola gun. Should keep anyone from giving you trouble for a minute. It's non-lethal, of course. I can't promise it won't leave marks, but that's on them. If you think you could use it, take it.
Oh yes. Nice.
A bola gun, huh? That could come in handy. As is, you can use it to restrain human targets without killing them. But swap out those wires with strands spun from your blood, and it might even work on BTs. Go ahead. Give it a whirl.
Nice.
Well, you've done your bit. Time for me to do mine.
Good work. New order available.
Excellent.
Please access delivery terminal for further.
Alright, so we've got a gun now to hopefully tackle the mules.
Alright, that's one prepper way station. 2 to go.
So let's just have a look at this gun. A weapon that binds targets within firing range. Uses strands to bind and immobilize or stun humans or BTs. Use L2 to ready, R2 to fire, hold R2 to charge and increase strand width and range. Non-lethal.
Use of weapons is prohibited.
So we've just got to get out of territory here. The bowler gun fires wires which bind their target. There are various wire types which can be effective against both non-humans and BTs. Ensure that only your target is in your
Weapons
sights
restrictions lifted.
before firing. Alright. So we're going... Why is there a cross through it? Huh. Oh, I didn't swap out my my cargo. I'll be right back. Okay, now I've got the correct equipment. We can head to the Elder. I just need to repair these containers. I haven't used this yet, stupidly enough. L2. Right, onto the containers. I've been quite trusting in terms of my ability to not fall over, so let's not risk that. I've got a spare bowler gun. I don't want to carry too much more, so let's just have a look ahead. Now, that does look like a mule camp. It might be connected to this facility, but it does look a bit like a mule camp. Could be, might not be, who knows.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Where did my bowler gun go? I think we've got to cross the river to get across here. That is a mule camp. We've got the smoke decoy thing, but I'm just going to try and stay on this side. Yeah, there's one. I can see him. They've got a car. Oh, we do not want to mess with these guys. Although, I kind of want to test out this gun, but it's non-lethal after all.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
God. Oh, I can see a ping. Oh, there's one down there on the riverbank. Okay, so we're well inside their territory. Is that the same one that's setting off? Yeah, there's another one there. No, it all depends on how deep this water is, I think. I think we'll be alright. Let's try and look for the smoothest way up possible, and if we do get pinged, we'll...
Yeah.
Okay, we've got one here, man.
2 wheels up.
That's not the car, is it? The truck. What is that? Oh, I heard one there. Then I don't know where it is. What is this? Oh, that's awesome. I think that's the guy who was on foot. Car's still knocking around. I think we should be able to get up this hillside. I don't think it's too steep to hike up, that's for sure.
There we go.
I need to be a bit more vigilant picking up Chiral crystals. Ah, I see there's a pinger there. So there are going to be pingers on this side of the little stream as well. What was that? It's just I don't know in terms of this canyon where the stream's coming down. I don't know how wide that's going to be at the top, so we may need to cross this stream.
How you doing, Sam?
Weird, I don't think I've heard the mules like say anything. Like give out any dialogue or... I heard one then as well. Yeah, I've not heard them say anything, they just kind of mumble and attack. Alright, there's still quite a lot of pings around, and while I do want to have a go with this gun, I mean, let's just fire one and just see what it looks like. Okay, so it fires like a strand. It said we could maybe use it against BTs, but I don't know how you'd go about that. I don't know how you'd put the other strand in it. It seems alright coming up this way. Whoa, whoa. Famous last words. Oh, he's coming over this way though, isn't he? Yeah, they are kind of... They do gravitate towards you a bit, I think. I think we might be in the clear here. And look at this view. As I nearly walk off the edge. How far away are we? About 200 meters. Got some black strands, but I think they're quite far away. I find it really difficult to tell how far away the black strands are. Man, just the vastness of all this. I'm trying to think, I can't remember what the last sort of open world game is that I played. I mean, I wouldn't really count Nier Automata as an open world game because there's an open element to it, but that's not where any of the good stuff in the game comes from, if that makes sense. All the good stuff is like the combat, the story, and the sort of really fast kind of combat and fast movement. Doesn't really come from the open world itself. I guess maybe Horizon Zero Dawn was the last thing that I played with this kind of vastness.
Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. Weapons detected.
But on
All
this,
weapons will be locked until departure.
but to that point, like, but that world is a lot busier. There's kind of stuff everywhere. It's kind of a bit overwhelming, whereas this is kind of the opposite. It's just very vast. I know this is like the opinion on this game has been quite divided, but I don't feel like they've tried to sell this game as anything that it isn't. Do you know what I mean? They've not sold it as this like action game or, do you know what I mean? Or this fast-paced game. But yeah. Hello friend, I have repaired the package as well.
Delivering cargo.
I've been expecting you. You are my lifeline. I've only managed to get this far thanks to porters, and you don't ask for anything in return. You have my gratitude. Let's see how's the package. Wow, this is great. Excellent job, thank you.
Excellent. S rank.
So you're here on behalf of Fragile Express?
Kind of.
Please tell me you put the terrorists behind you. When Fragile, the daughter of the founder, started associating with other couriers, things started getting scary around here. Rumors say that she caused the explosion at Middle Knot City, and there's a part of me that believes it. Of course, she could be just another one of their victims. Are you connecting the chiral network? I don't mind a contract with Bridges, but I'm not going to join the UCA. Go ahead.
How are you going to do that?
Maybe you already heard it from Fragile, but preppers who don't want to be a part of the UCA can still sign a contract with Bridges to join the network. They get to use our delivery services and other basic chiral network infrastructure, much like our full members. Similarly, you'll be able to use their chiral printing facilities to replenish your supplies. They are not, however, obligated to exchange data with us. So don't expect them to share intel or help with the development of new tech. In an ideal world, everyone would be a part of the UCA, of course. But failing that, we want everyone to at least be a part of the network. They can always change their minds after the fact. The Cupid will interface differently with the terminal depending on the type of contract. So connect your Cupid to confirm.
So we're going to have a different kind of cutscene here. Strand established, and the Hour's entered a contract, but he's not joined the UCA. Oh, what's that sign with the mask on it? Yep, this Hour is connected to the network.
The company just got too big. In times like these, we should all keep it close and tight. That goes for couriers, too. Otherwise, we'll just make the same mistakes. Republics, federations, coalitions, states, connecting all kinds of people together. It's just asking for trouble. Sorry, it's been a while since I last talked to anyone. Travel safe. See you around, then.
See you, friend.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Where are these? Oh, one back to the Craftsman and one to take to Lake Knot. The one to Lake Knot is quite heavy though. Yeah, I might take that on. I'll have a look at those in a bit. Okay.
Good job, Sam. That's 2 prepper way stations integrated into the chiral network. Just one more left.
Yeah, so it's interesting what he's saying about, you know, republics, all the kind of societal systems, and it is a kind of interesting debate to have sometimes as to whether, you know, when people always go on about, oh, democracy is a flawed system, but it's the best system you can have and that kind of stuff, and monarchies and all the other kinds of political societal structures, and the argument is that all of these systems don't really work completely because they're dealing with populations that are too big, and human society really functions better in like small pockets where everyone kind of has a role to play. There's no big corporations, big governments telling what to do. That you're never really going to get a perfect, not perfect's the wrong word, but a really all-encompassing system, just because there's just too many people. You know, people are always going to get lost in infrastructure and power struggles and systems and stuff like that. Alright, so we got 2 out of the 3. Just looking at the time, I'll have to leave that one there. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. We made our way to the Craftsman. We made our way through the BT infested mall. We picked up a gun, which is pretty cool to keep the mules at bay. We didn't mess with the mules and we didn't use the smoke thing yet, but if we have to encounter them, I imagine some sort of quest is going to involve invading that camp. You know, I'm fairly sure about that. I mean, where's the border for it? Oh, I guess we have to interact with them before we can see the borders, maybe. So we'll make our way to the engineer next time, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me a thumbs up if you did. Just remember, everybody, never trust an on-crate. Right, I'll see you next time.